Most of the pain that we go through in relationships isn't because we didn't know. It's because we refuse to be honest with ourselves. And the longer you lie to yourself, the more expensive the truth becomes. Now, I know a lot of us have heard of the gut feeling, that just feeling in your stomach when you just know how something's going to go. Even though it hasn't happened yet, even though you don't know if it's going to happen, there's just something inside of you that just knows. And for a lot of us, we follow that gut feeling. And a lot of the time, it's been right. But it seems as though the hardest time to follow that gut feeling, that feeling that we always follow, we always abide by, because we just know, the hardest time to follow that is when it's telling us we have to let them go. That subtle but everlasting discomfort inside of us telling us that this is not meant to be, that's real, and that's true. And it's so incredibly hard to accept, but you need to accept it. The moment that your gut tells you that this feels off, chances are it's right. And chances are, deep down, you know it's right, but you just don't want to acknowledge it. You don't want to come to terms with the fact that it's not meant to be. But you have to. You have to do it. You have to save yourself before it gets any worse. And be honest, you usually know way earlier than you admit. Because of this, we ignore inconsistencies, we downplay behavior, we explain away a lack of effort, and we convince ourselves to wait. But the problem is, that's just all denial. And the longer we do that, the harder it's going to become to actually and finally let go. So why don't we just actually admit to ourselves that they're not meant to be, and that we have to move on, and we have to let go, and we have to go on with our life? It's because it's hard. The fear of losing someone who we care about so much, it's difficult, it hurts, it's painful, it's terrible. It's not something anybody should have to go through, but you need to face it. You have to come to terms with how things are going, how they're making you feel. True love doesn't feel like this. True love does not leave you questioning all day, uncertain all day, anxious all day. True love feels safe, it feels consistent, and it feels stable. And the truth is, when you ignore what you already know, you don't avoid that pain, you're just postponing it. And the longer you put it off to address that pain and accept that pain, the worse it's going to get, and the harder it's going to be to finally just let go. You trade short-term discomfort for long-term suffering, and you try to stretch something that's already ending. You keep on negotiating with reality. Now, in doing all of this, you're harming yourself deeply. When you keep just delaying and delaying the inevitable, you lose self-respect for yourself. You lose time, and you don't get that back. Time is so incredibly valuable. Please do not waste your time. Do not waste their time. You lose peace in yourself, and you lose clarity. But the scariest part is, it's not losing them. It's about losing yourself, all because you just couldn't be honest with yourself. Now, think about how different things would be right now if you listened to yourself the first time The first time you had that gut feeling that you had to let go, that you had to move on, that they weren't meant to be, the first time your instincts told you that, what if you listened? You would have saved yourself so much time, so much suffering, so much effort, so much unknown. Now that takes truth strength. And it's difficult. It's so difficult. And I know it. Trust me. I understand. But it's what you have to do. So please, if you're going to take one thing from this video, please just be honest with yourself now. I know it's hard. And it's probably one of the most difficult things you're ever going to have to do. But you need to be honest with yourself. You know what's right. You know the answer. You know how they feel. You know what you have to do. Because the longer you put that off, the longer you lie to yourself, the longer you cannot be fully honest with yourself about the situation, the worse it's going to get. And it's just going to cause you so much suffering down the line. And that's just not what you need. So please, be honest with yourself now.